Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. What do we have going on for today? I'll tell you what. First off, we are solving Wordle number 669 for Wednesday, April 19th. What is today's challenge? The challenge is we got to get more vowels than consonants in our entire solution path. So let's get cracking. Now, as you guys know, I have an affinity for starting off with as much information as possible rather than to risk everything and lose the actual Wordle itself. So although Slate does put me in the hole by one vowel, I'm still going to start with it because it helps reduce the number of remaining words immensely. So let's start with Slate and keep our fingers crossed. The screen looks great, and Slate gets me a T. Okay. I'm pretty sure in this scenario, this is not good. This is not good because I know that Squirtle would want you to do tight, but I'm very resistant to do that because that is going to really put me in the hole, okay? And that might be, depending on what the answer is, that might be a hole that I'm not going to be able to dig out of because that's only one vowel. So we're not going to do that, okay? Absolutely not going to do that. So what I am going to do instead is, reposition the T. I have no problem with that. And get a few other vowels in, right? Because, it didn't have the A and the E. So let's now go with, actually, it's funny. I think mine wanted me to do touch. My algorithm wanted me to do touch. Now, that's a little bit better because we are honing in on the correct vowels, and CH could be very important players, couldn't they? I'm still a little bit, behind the 8 ball as far as my vowels are concerned. But, once you stick in an audio or an geo, that 4-to-1 ratio will immediately get you back alive and kicking. All right. So, I'm going to go with touch. Okay, perfect. All right. That is really quite good. I really like that because I think this is something that we can work with. So it's most likely going to be THU. Oh, it could be so. Ooh, I wonder if Tracy Bennett had seen my video and known what today's challenge would be. That would be really vicious because Thump is so rich in consonants that this could be a tough one. All right. Hey, by the way, if you're watching, Tracy, hello, welcome to Video with Art. All right. Let's see. Well, we absolutely are not going to do Thump right now because if that's the answer, I lose my own challenge. Okay. So here's when I was practicing this. Here's the way you got to do it. You have to kind of like tiptoe towards the answer because it really does look like Thump, right? Oh, thumb. Let me think about that. Thumb. Yeah, we've had thumb. So I think it's going to be Thump. So yeah. So what we do is we tiptoe towards our answer. And we could do a nice sort of like vowel-rich word, like mouse, for example. Yeah, we could do mouse. That would give us good confirmation that it's thump. I would probably do one more, just for the P, just to be super secure. But let's go with mouse. Okay, great. Yeah, and I mean, I'm going to do a P now. I don't know any words where I could just go, where you can do like a Jew or audio. I don't know anything where you could go, with a ton of vowels with the P. But I do know one that at least has 3 of them. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to get this on guess 6, I think. Let's double check. So this is another little bit of an accounting problem. And remember, guys, Y and W are definitely considered consonants for the purposes of this challenge. So if I do apnea, then we will have 2 for Slate, 2 for touch is 4, 3 for mouse is 7, 3 for apnea is 10, and then the answer will be, thump, and that will not work, okay? That will not work. So this is a little scary, but I think, let's actually double check that this is going to, that I'm going to be able to succeed on my own challenge. So if we do apnea and the P lights up, we know it's thump. And then I'll do, say, either audio or a dew. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. This is scary. All right, so here we go. Thump. So we'll have one vowel at the end for the U. We'll have 4 from, say, audio is 5. 6, 7, 8 for apnea. 9, 10, 11 for mouse. Oh my God, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my God. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna fail this. Oh no. No. Okay. No, there's only one way I can survive, and that is I have to be absolutely certain that it's thump and not thumb. Oh, this is scary. Because what I can do, shoot. Oh, if only there was a. Now, there's no way you can do something with the P. Appois? Nah. No, I think, shoot. Do I, oh my God, I'm going to have a 50-50 here. Thumb. Have we had thumb? I know we haven't had thump. That's a certainty. I'm just thinking about thumb. I think we've had thumb. I'm going to try to win my challenge, and if I lose my streak, so be it. So if we do a dew, and if we do audio, and keep our fingers crossed, if we do thump, woo! We did it! Oh my God, guys! Oh, that was really close. That was really close because I was about 60% sure we had the thumb, but you just never know. Oh my gosh. Okay. I still want to just double check because I know this was close. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, by 1, guys. I did it by 1. Oh my goodness. 16 to 14. Guys, that was a nail biter. That was a nail biter. Are you ready? Let's just do it one more time just to double check. All right, let's go backwards. So thump, 1 vowel, 1. The audio line is 4, right? I think we all agree on that. The adieu line is 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 1 gets me up to 9. The mouse got me O-U-E, so now that's 9 plus 3, which is 12. Oh my God. I can't believe my lying eyes. Touch gets me to 14 because of the O and the U. A and E gets me to 16 because of the A and the E. We did it by 1, guys. We did it by 1. Can you believe it? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't do apnea. I would have absolutely screwed myself on my own challenge. I would have screwed myself. I would have solved the Wordle for sure. But you know what? In the spirit of this competition, hey, I decided let's go for it. We definitely have a 50-50 risk on thumb and thump, but I was about 60% sure we did have thumb. All right. Are you ready for the challenge of the century, guys? Are you ready for the challenge of the century? You're not going to believe it. I mean, people will probably be a little upset with this one. This is going to be a nail biter, just like it was for me, but you haven't seen anything yet. All right. So let's go ahead and just move this little guy out of the way. And guys, this is not to be taken lightly. Okay. This is not to be taken lightly because you have to get an equal number of colored tiles. All right, guys? This is the ultimate challenge. I think this is going to make the snake, it's going to make the snake look like a joke. Okay, a lot of people do say snake so far was the hardest, and I think Roman numeral challenge was a pretty close second. This is just going to be unbelievably difficult. So don't worry if you want to just skip this challenge. I completely understand. Now, having said that, it is one of the ones where you can pull the plug if you sense that it's not happening. And the good thing about this challenge is you'll know pretty quickly if it's going to work or not. All right. So let's take a look at Art's example on how on earth you could even come up with a scenario where you can get an equal number of greens, an equal number of grays, and an equal number of yellows. All right, well, here we go. So as always, I'm going to start with slate because, again, it gives me the most information. All right, so my slate got me, as you can see, 2 grays with the S and the T, a green L, and the yellow A and E. So that's actually that's a very desirable outcome. You want to obviously try to keep them as even as possible. So I was really happy with that. And then I got a little bit lucky because if the answer was Claire, which we haven't had yet, I would have failed the challenge because, it wouldn't have come out with equal colored tiles. But it was off by 1 letter, which is incredible. All right, this is going to be almost it's going to involve a lot of skill, but it's also going to have a tremendous amount of luck in order to successfully solve this challenge. So Claire, right? I felt really good about that because now basically you have to get to a point in this challenge where you're in control. And that means you have to have a good sense as to what the word is. So I knew, of course, it would have to be clean, right? That's literally the only other option because it wasn't cleat since we lost the T. Then what I did was I said, all right, let's now start to build up some yellows, right? You have to be very careful because if you think about it, you cannot use a single green except for when you get to the answer because we already have a total of 5 greens, right? The L on top in slate and the CLEA in row 2. So no more greens. It's just yellows and grays, and you have to be a good accountant and keep track of them as you go. All right, so ankle got me 4 more yellows. Those were strategically placed, playing off of the A, N, L, E, all out of position, and then I just threw in the K to get me another gray. Then I did the opposite, and I threw in spark so that I could get 1 more yellow and a lot of grays, okay? And then this was very tricky. You have to spend like a couple minutes after each entry. You can't just wing it. And I went with pains because at this point through the accounting, I knew that I needed to get 2 more grays and 3 more yellows. And there's probably quite a few ways to make it happen, but pains made the most sense to me. And there you have it. And then I finished with clean. And amazingly, it comes out with a clean 10 greens, 10 yellows, and 10 grays. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. That took a lot of effort, okay? You have no idea how many fails it took me before I was able to get to this example. My advice would be maybe you can practice it, and if you feel that it's just ridiculous, don't bother, okay? Just enjoy having maybe a rest day tomorrow and enjoy the solve. It's really, really very, very tricky, okay? But again, like I say, you will be able to tell pretty early on whether you can get it or not. Because if right off the bat after your second guess, you already accumulated 9 grays, I would abort and just try to solve the regular Wordle because 9 grays is going to be too many and it'll be very, very difficult to keep trying to create tons of yellows from that. Okay, guys? So practice it, get a feel for it, and if you want to go for it, be my guest. I'm definitely going to go for it. I'm totally ready to lose the challenge, but definitely don't want to really lose my streak. All right, guys. Well, with that in mind, good luck. Start practicing. And of course, yes, I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for yet another edition of Wordle with Art.